starting out as a new character in GTA Online can be a little bit crazy. So today I am challenging myself to do just that. I'm creating a whole new character starting all the way from the bottom, from the tutorial. This is my road to Cayo Perico. So starting this thing off right, I loaded in, and as you can see at the top right hand corner, I've got over 31 million and it's in my bank account. So I'm afraid that if I create this new character, it's going to give this person all of my money. So I decide to take all the time in the world and withdraw all the money and put it in my hand. Someone told me that it should not transfer to your new character if the money is in your pocket, but when I go to withdraw, it only lets me withdraw 1 million at a time, so I had to do this 31 times. What fun! When I finally withdrew it all, I go in to create my character, and look, it gives me the option to transfer all my money and give me a 120 level, or not. So I literally wasted all that time. Thanks, MJ. Anyways, I create my new character and I decided to make this one female, but I also wanted to make the characters as my other character's sister. So I actually had to go into the creator on my current character because I didn't remember who the parents actually were. Charlotte and Vincent, you are about to have another kid and her name is Ashley. Looking through all the options for the parents kind of shocks me that I did not make John Marston or Nico Bellic, one of my first characters, dad or Claude, or have Misty as my mom. Maybe I just didn't like the way they were gonna look or something, so I wanted to be different, I guess, I don't know. So I created her and I begin the tutorial. I didn't realize that when the screen pops up, it's basically telling me that you can hit circle if you want to actually do the tutorial and hit X if you want to skip it. I must have tapped X thinking that it was going to take me to the tutorial because I didn't read much back then. I mean, I still don't read much now, but at least I read this part of it now, and now I got the trophy that I missed previously, which is called Off the Plane. I do a race with a whole bunch of other lower levels, and I have to deal with some idiots playing music in their mic. These are the worst types of players that have microphones. Just mute the mic if you're not talking, it's so annoying. And that's what I'm dealing with this entire race, and you are very lucky that I don't always play the audio of these clips. But I really show them because I end up getting first place. When I get done, we have to go get some drugs, and after we get those drugs, I then have to go and buy some free clothes. It's kind of funny because the game actually wants you to buy some clothes, but you don't really have enough money to buy a $10,000 shirt, so I have to find one for free. I'm truthfully thankful that it's not like this in real life, but I don't know, as long as Joe Biden is in office, it might get like this pretty soon. I'm kidding, don't throw stones at me, this isn't a political channel. Moving on, I go AFK for a minute because I really have to poop, and this happens. Yep, that still happens to brand new players. Look at him just brandishing his weapon like that. Only has the guts to do that to someone that is AFK. And when I return, I kill him back with ease. It's pretty sad that he gets killed by a really low level with only a pistol. This guy is the definition of a noob. And I only had 13 bullets left. Now after all that, the only thing that's probably on your mind right now is, how am I going to go from having $89 in my pocket to having 4.1 million that I need for the Kasatka and my Sparrow that I will not buy separately? That is a very valid question, and you are about to find out. So after I steal this car, I go ahead and put a tracker on it, and now it is my own. I change the color because I think it looks better this way, and then I get a random email telling me where some treasure is. I'm looking at it while I'm in my car, and that proves to be a mistake because someone blows me up. And then I get this infamous Epsilon cutscene.
Welcome, sister. Welcome. You see, they said I was a charlatan, a fraud, a nothing. But I am a miracle.
I've decided not to show it all the way because I want to actually keep your attention.
You little piece of shit!
Right back at you, babe. I get to Cypress Flats, which is where the game tells me to go, and I start the last team standing. So me and 6 other noobs with levels no higher than 4 battle it out to see which team is the noobiest. Apparently it was my team because we lost. And that got me a whole $1,030, so thanks a lot, Rockstar. Now I can buy some P's and Q's. Next, I decide to go to each of these separate locations on the map, starting with the Tuner's Garage to get it unlocked. Now, if you're coming into this game for the first time on 2022, Rockstar finally implemented something that they should have implemented a long time ago. After the tutorial and everything that I just did, you open up your map and there's going to be letters spread all across Los Santos. You go to each of these letters and you get a phone call that will get triggered. The only thing this doesn't work for is the agency because you still get phone calls from Lamar. Before Rockstar implemented this, it seemed like you got text messages and phone calls every 6.5 seconds. So thank God for this. Now we've only get one phone call every 6.5 seconds. Now it's time to get back to the task at hand. So far I've got a little over $8,700 and we're definitely getting there. Now we only have $4,091,300 left to go. Knowing that really helps. You have to stay optimistic doing stuff like this. So I unlock everything and it proves to be pointless because the only thing that I have to unlock right now is the capability to start my own Cayo Perico. This is taking a lot longer than anticipated because what you guys don't know is that I literally have 10 hours and 13 minutes worth of footage that I am sifting through to make this video. Spoiler alert, that's how long it took me to get to the Cayo Perico, but how did I actually get there, you might ask? It's very simple, but yet complex with over 1,000 predetermined calculations. All I did was go to my phone, open up jobs, and search for a heist. Maybe someone, just someone, would be gracious enough to help me out in just the slightest. I mean, I'm cool with 15%. The first one that I tried, of course, was a Cayo Perico because it's the one that I know the best, and I tried it twice, but it proved to be a failure. I tried for a third time and I still got nothing, so I decided to go to a more likely one, which was a Diamond Casino, because no one wants to do a KO with a level 8. So I finally got into a Diamond Casino, and yet someone was complaining about the amount of money that the host was attempting to give, and we all got kicked. Just be happy, man.
Bro, you might as well give us 20% and you keep 40. Come on, it add up. You still be taking most of it. 20, 20, 20, 40.
Recipe starts with butter because butter is a
20, 20, 20,
You know what else
40.
is amazing?
Wait, what was that? I missed that last part. Can you go back for a minute? He sounds like the kind of guy that still has a TiVo. And I'm alone again. This is a lot harder than I thought. I loaded back in and my luck really turned around because this time I tried for the Cayo Perico again and I actually got one. I was getting really excited at this point. I mean, I was okay with just getting 15%. But the guy appeared to be AFK and he quit. So my excitement soon turned to absolute dread and I was starting to bash my head against my desk. At this point, I decided to just bite the bullet and started a double down because they are the only adversary mode this week that is triple money. And I don't even like double down. I think they're horrible. So we lost because both times I was neither Franklin nor Lamar. We got a couple close calls though, but that wasn't enough, and I did make $17,000 out of it though, so I have a little bit of spending money. Only $4,083,000 left to go. See, we're about 3 hours and 15 minutes in and we're making small progress, baby steps. When I load back in, I decide to really go after it and just ask for help. I look at who's in the session and I find whoever is the largest rank and simply ask them if they can help me get money. You know, I actually communicate like back in the old days. I message a guy named Onigod0714. He messaged me back and my heart is pounding out of my chest because I finally got someone that might be willing to help me. Now we're about 3 hours and 20 minutes in. So will this be the opportunity that I will finally have my chance to get my own Kasatka, my own Pavel, my own Rubio to rob 50,000 times a day and the guards still wouldn't know who I am? This would be a dream come true. So he decides to help me out, and I say that I'm just down with 15%, and he still has to set everything up, which again is fine. So I added him on PlayStation, and we did the first intel together. After the intel was complete, he asked if I had a mic, and I lied and told him that mine was broken. Smooth move. I had actually forgotten that I put my YouTube channel info in my bio on my PlayStation Network account, so he knew that I was on YouTube. He said, and I quote, "I've seen your videos, is that a new account?" Now I've got to pause for a moment and tell you how much of an ass I look right now, because this is why I do not lie. I mean, you can ask anyone, my dad, my wife. I mean, I am just horrible at lying. He immediately caught me into this guy that I have never met in my entire life, so I felt like absolute crap, and then I went for my mic and came clean. And it turns out he was a really chill guy, and when we actually came down to doing the KO, he gave me 85% despite earlier me asking him for just a simple 15, so I cannot thank him enough. So we go ahead and get all the way through the KO, and I make a clean $1.6 million. But we did not get the elite because we failed once, but it doesn't matter because it's still 1.6 million. That was a tremendously big help, so if you're watching, thank you, Onigod, thank you very much. Now I am 4 hours and 58 minutes into it, and I have 1.7 million. And while recording this, I realize I get a $200,000 first time bonus, so I actually have 2.1 million. So far it has taken me almost 5 hours to get over a million. But I still need a safe place to go and a place to store my vehicles, because as of right now I am still very much homeless. But it's getting late, so I log off and I get back on the next day and I buy the cheapest high-end apartment with a 10-car garage. Now I've got this really gigantic garage with one lonely vehicle in it, and technically the vehicle's not even mine because it's stolen. But that's beside the point. I head over to the gun shop and I purchase a few guns, nothing too expensive because I really am trying to save here. I just need something better than one pistol. So I get what I get, and then I head over to the store and buy all the snacks, and then I decide to rob the poor guy. So he just gave me back all the money that I just spent. Thanks, man. After I lose the cops, I try to spawn jobs again, like the KO, then the Diamond Casino, then the Doomsday, then a regular heist, like a prison break. All failed except for a prison break, except I got into a couple of them and neither one of them finished. So I go ahead and do another double down. Without help is extremely hard. After the double down, I decide to do what I did in the previous day and message somebody. This time, the person that I message is going to be the person that has the highest level as a CEO. I decide to message a guy named FNC Swavy1, and apparently he actually did need some help. I just simply asked him, "Hi, do you need help with anything?" I tried to make myself available to help him rather than just flat out ask for a heist. We go ahead and hop into a party, and he actually has his Cayo Perico already set up, so he graciously helps me again, and again I am okay with just 15%, but he decides to give me 85% as a good gesture because he told me that finding someone willing to help is very rare in this game. That's actually really sad that you find people that are willing to kill you and destroy your cargo rather than actually lend a helping hand. But what I'm doing now, this is how you make friends, build relationships, and you just have fun. With me, it's give and take. He helped me get some money. We did 1 Cayo Perico, which is $1.5 million, and I help him run some cars. Then he really helped me out again by doing the KO with me now for a second time, and this time it got me 1.1 million. Again, I cannot thank you enough. Swavy helped me out tremendously, and now we're a little more than 10 hours in, and I'm ready to buy my submarine. All my dreams of building a criminal empire are finally coming true for the second time. I hope I've made my dad proud because now I'm ready to start making some real money. So here's the thing, I took over 10 hours of footage for this video. If you're starting off this game for your very first time, you need to find somebody that is willing to help you. And I know how hard it can be to find that one person, and even if you do find that person, they're sometimes not willing to give you 85%. You're just gonna have to deal with it. This would have taken me a lot longer if I did not meet these two awesome individuals. So again, thank you so much, Ani God and FNC Swavy1. So now I am finally on top of the world. My advice to you is this: find some like-minded individuals and together we can all truly change the way GTA Online is played. No more griefing each other for $2,000 and 50 RP, no more having to go into God mode because you're not good enough at the game to actually play it fair, and no more glitch exploitation. And of course, let's try to decrease the shark card sales so that way in the future maybe we can actually get a Grand Theft Auto 6. All we have to do is be kind and work together. This is how you can be like me. This is how you can truly own Los Santos.